Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs, and we come here every day to talk about cool things that are going on. We celebrate what's good about Fresno, the Valley, the foothills, the mountains, all of California, all the country. So we want to let you know what's going on. And every year about this time, we celebrate the upcoming Stone Fruit Jubilee. And we've celebrated that or talked about it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years in a row, I think. Today we asked some special guests to come on to talk about it, and the guests are, there's a little poster for the Organic Stone Fruit Jubilee. Not just stone fruit, it's organic stone fruit. And our guests for this next segment are Sue and Hansel Kern, who are our good friends. You guys, Hansel comes on all the time from Kern Family Farms, right?
And the Gnarly Carrot, yeah.
And the Gnarly Carrot. Now, the Gnarly Carrot is there in North Fork?
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys want, I mean, it's a great, if you're in the Valley, if you're in North Fork, it's easy, just go there, or Oakhurst, just go there. But if you're here in the Valley like I am, and you want to have a day trip, drive up to North Fork and go to the Gnarly Carrot. Have you guys been open through this crisis?
Yeah, we're open 7 days a week, and our business has pretty much tripled since this started because a lot of people now want to start buying local healthy food instead of driving to Fresno and going to a big supermarket and standing in line with a lot of people who could be sick. So,
yeah. And what I like about the Gnarly Carrot, you could go in there and pick up any piece of produce and say, what's the background on this? I'll tell you where it was grown and how fresh it is.
How many miles, how many miles away it was grown.
That's right. And that's a fascinating way to buy your produce. What else is there for sale at the Gnarly Carrot besides organic and fresh produce?
Well, we have a smoothie and juice bar that we make out of the fresh fruit and vegetables. We have all kinds of sustainable household products, you know, toilet paper from recycled paper, and although that's kind of scarce during the COVID stuff, but, you know, natural products for cleaning the home. And we also have all kinds of organic meats and dairy products.
Not just organic, but pasture-fed and locally produced.
Locally produced. Any local food producers that are interested can contact us, and we'll try and carry their product in the store. The goal is to help market the food of local farms, because a lot of the small local farms have a hard time getting into the big supermarkets. They're all, you know, ordered from a big distributor from mega farms. Yeah. And the local guy has to go travel to the Bay Area to go to a farmer's market to sell the product. And we want to be able to promote that stuff in the Central Valley where it's grown.
A lot of people are looking for grass-fed meats right now, I guess.
Right.
And same thing, though. You could go into the Gnarly Carrot and say, what's the background on the meat I'm buying here? And you can find what you need. So.
Right. No hormones. We have pork and chicken and beef, and it's all locally grown and produced.
The reason we're really here is to talk about the Organic Stone Fruit Jubilee. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this would have been our 13th year of doing this. We've been doing it from way back in the, late 90s or? Yeah. And the goal of it was to try and introduce local organic farms to the public here so that they could go back to their stores and say, why can't we buy this fruit in your store? You know, a lot of people shop in local supermarkets, but they don't find local fruit there. And they have this wonderful fruit. We're the fruit basket of the world, and all these farmers have a hard time marketing the stuff to the public.
A lot of the farms, they call it kind of a golden triangle in the Kingsburg area, where there's several small family farms that grow this fruit, and several of them have to go all the way to the Bay Area to market their produce.
Or Los Angeles.
So we really are trying to connect local folks in the Valley, Fresno, Clovis, you know, Kingsburg, all that area, with the growers themselves, and make that connection so folks here know about it and will support those farms and or the stores that buy those farms' products.
So the event that we usually have is at the MOA Oasis Garden in Clovis, way out near Academy. And normally you would get to meet between 12 and 14 farmers that have their fruit cut up. You could go around and sample the fruit, meet the farmer, talk to them about their practices, get a tour of the MOA garden, which is one of the organic farms that we highlight. And we had all kinds of live music. We had children's craft village that our family used to run with our farm interns.
Which will run again.
Yeah, it'll happen again, but this year, because of COVID, we weren't able to hold the event. And when we let people know on Facebook that we were talking about canceling it, a bunch of people said, couldn't we at least get the fruit?
Right.
So we decided to make the boxes of fruit available, and you can now order them online. We have 7 participating farms: Blossom Bluff Orchards, D.E. Bolt Farms, MOA Gardens, Naylor Organics, Eldon Thiessen Farm, Olson Family Farms, and Valleywide Organic Farms. Each of them are going to contribute fruit. You're going to get a choice. You're going to get a sampling of different color peaches, nectarines, plums, pluots, possibly apricots if they're ripe by then. Everybody will get a 5-pound box along with a booklet profiling each of the farms, saying where they're located and what their history is, and also a list of where you can buy their produce in the valley, where you can go to shop for it.
So would you call it a sampling? Maybe
It's
Well,
like a varietal box.
Yeah, you get everybody gets the same variety. We're going to prepackage the boxes, and then there'll be 5 places they could pick it up. One of them would be the MOA Garden, which is where the event usually is held. Ampersand Ice Cream is on our planning committee, and their facility in Northwest Fresno is one of the places you could pick it up. Raw Fresno in central Fresno, right near downtown, is a raw food restaurant. And you can pick it up there. You can pick it up at our store, the Gnarly Carrot in North Fork, if you're from Eastern Madera County. And Dinuba is Naylor Organics, one of the participating farmers. And that information's all on the website, fruitjubilee.com.
Fruitjubilee.com. That's a pretty easy website, fruitjubilee.com. And how much is a box going to be?
Each box is $20, and you get the box, you get the booklet with all the information in it, and you support local farms.
Yeah, and so I guess one of the ideas is you'll know where you could get this year-round, or it's not always available year-round, but you'll know which stores you could go to and
Right.
get this after that, or talk to your local store and say, hey, I went to the Stone Fruit Jubilee, and they had these great plums or whatever, and why can't we get those at our store?
That's the goal.
A great idea. That's what we would hope people would do.
This is, you said 13 years. This is one way to keep this thing going through this epidemic, is people will be able to support a little bit by buying a box, sponsoring a box of the food, picking it up, and sharing it with friends and family.
Right, and share the information that you get in the booklet, because that's ongoing.
Now,
And we do hope that people start, realizing that healthy food is an important part of staying healthy. That's one thing the COVID-19 epidemic has taught us, is that if you eat well and you're healthy, you generally tend to fight off disease.
Yep.
And if you don't, then you won't.
I cannot go into my grocery store and pick up anything and say, where's this from? For a while, they're putting some kind of California stickers on stuff, but still you don't know the background and how
Right.
the food is raised and prepared. So it's a pretty good opportunity right now, because everybody that participates in this puts fruit in those boxes. You know it's good, and you know it's right, and you know it's background.
And you're supporting small local family farms.
Yeah.
All of the farms that work with us are all small people struggling to make a living out of growing healthy food.
And they're people that steward the land and really care for the land that they're on, and not dumping a lot of poisons on it and abusing the soil structures. So it's something that's really, these farmers are passionate about, is taking care of the land for generations to come.
And you'll see that in the little stories that we tell about each of the farms in the booklet.
In the booklet, yeah. Well, the booklet's going to be a keepsake, that's for sure.
That's right.
Right.
Now, let me ask you, in the past, the Jubilee, the Stone Fruit Jubilee, was at a place and a date, and you knew when and where to go. But
Right.
Is this date specific now? You need to do it by a certain date?
Yes, the ordering is until next Saturday. So
Through
you
next
can go
Saturday.
online until next Saturday, fill out the application, tell them which place you want to pick it up at, and pay with a credit card. And then on the 27th, which would have been the day of the event, you go to one of the 5 locations, and we have a record of who ordered, and we just have the fruit ready for you.
All right. And can you order multiple boxes? I'm thinking I'm going to give my
Yeah.
dad a box and my brother a box. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great Father's Day gift.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Good idea. What am I going to buy him? Another necktie or a cap? I always get him things, and he never uses them. So he'll love this. He'll love that. All right. So go to stonefruitjubilee.com.
No, just fruitjubilee.com.
Fruitjubilee.com. And the deadline is when again?
Next Saturday,
Okay.
by the end of the day.
So go today, go tomorrow, go anytime this week, and go to fruitjubilee.com. Order a box, order some boxes. When you order it, will you click where you're going to pick it up?
Yes, you have a choice of 5 locations.
Okay, and pick it
And
up
you
at
have
the.
to pick it up on the day of the event between 11 and 4.
Okay, and very good. And the day of the event is, what's the date for those who aren't paying attention like me?
Saturday, June 27th,
Saturday, June 27,
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today, because we want people to participate in this and for it to be a success and for it to last so that next year we could go do it live and in person.
Right.
And,
Yes.
That's the thing. We're going to miss the event. It's a lot of fun. We've had up to 1,500 people come to the event, and there's parking right across the way. You get a tour of the farm. They have kids pony rides. They have live music. It's a really nice event, and we're going to miss it. But
We sponsor a kids crafts village where there's a bunch of different crafts kids can take part in. It's a pretty big hit as well.
And by the way, throughout the year, we're not pushing one over the other. Throughout the year, if you're looking for organic fruit or you want to source your foods, whether it be meats or vegetables or fruits or dairy, go up to Gnarly Carrot. Now, Hansel, we're got you on the screen here. Tell us a little bit more about Gnarly Carrot.
Well, the Gnarly Carrot is it's a family operation. We're a 4-person, now 5. Our son is going to get hitched here in a couple of weeks, and so we're a 4-person. We're going to be a 5-person LLC. We're a family business. My son manages and operates the farm. Our daughter Becky, that's Erin, and our daughter Becky manages the Gnarly Carrot, and she puts a lot of hours in there. As a couple of great employees that help her out. And it's been open now for 4 years. It's a true family business, and we really do like supporting our small food vendors and crafters. We have some really great local honey, people that make really wonderful wax candles and little bowls and kind of great things out of the wax from the honey. We have
local cookies and fudge.
Folks in Auberry, local cookies and fudge. We have folks in Auberry that make a wonderful, amazing, many different scents of goat milk soap. That's quite a good hit there as well. And the building is a new building that our landlords, the Phased here in North Fork, wonderful people that have helped, put the new building together for us, with us in mind for this store. And there's just been a lot of love and care put into the whole scene that we're really proud of and invite folks to check out. It's something a little different.
Very good. That's an.
And we've said this before on the show, but we also run the local community school garden for 20 years now?
This is our 20th year.
20th year in the local elementary school, where they grow food that they serve in the cafeteria, and the kids grow up learning how to plant vegetables, how to eat right from the field. We've had some wonderful kids that come back to us after they leave 8th grade and still want to volunteer or help out in the garden.
Yeah, and one other thing I'd like to say, I know we're way up here, and folks in the valley, if you can't make it up to North Fork, it's really a great idea to support all the local farmers markets. They're all over the valley, and really that's where you get to look your farmer in the eye and ask them about their farm and look at their produce, and it's just a really wonderful thing. I really encourage folks to support local farmer markets.
And we'll have those listed in the booklet also. So if you
great.
order a box of fruit, you'll get a list of the farmers markets around here.
So go up to Gnarly Carrot in North Fork anytime, year round. But for this week, really look at that fruitjubilee.com, order a box of that fruit, pick it up, sample it, get to know it. Great resource book comes with it, and it's time to do that now. Go online now, fruitjubilee.com. Am I saying the website right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. We are out of time. Sue and Hansel, anything else you want to say before we go? We're going to put the poster up one more time and leave it to the viewers.
I'd just like to say, everyone be safe, be strong, and be kind to each other. We could use more of that in this world.
Yeah,
we really, really could.
And I'll add, eat healthy, eat organic, and it'll fight off this virus for you. So Sue and Hansel and their whole family and everybody in the stone fruit industries working on these issues. So we really appreciate it very much. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.